I'm just starting up a series, Empowered. And I really believe that we as people need to be empowered and be encouraged in our journey of life. And the Bible is full of verses of scriptures, promises of God that helps us to be empowered and helps us to live a life that is overcoming and successful life. And one such scripture that the Lord gives us is found in John chapter 10 verse 10. It tells us that very clearly that the thief we know is the devil. He comes to rob, he comes to kill, and he comes to destroy. That's one aim of the devil, is to destroy us. He comes to rob us from a good life. He comes to steal from us our very belongings and all that we have, our possessions. But Jesus says these words, he says, "But I have come, and I have come to give you life, and this life more abundantly." Now I know that Jesus was not joking, he was not just pulling our leg. He really meant his words. When he said, "I have come to give you life and this life more abundantly," he wants you and me to have an abundant life. And I really believe an abundant life is an abundant life. It can't be a less life, it can't be a life lacking, it can't be a life without. It's a life full of God's promises and God's power, moving in our lives to help our lives to enjoy what he calls an abundant life. Now some say that, oh right, you're spiritually well off, but if you are only spiritually well off, you're okay in life. I don't think so. I really believe that he didn't come only to give us a good and healthy spiritual life, but he has also come to give us a good health. He wants us to live healthy, and he wants us to live prospering. Now if we are prospering and we are not in good health, we still don't have an abundant life. But Jesus in his word says, "I've come to give you life and life more abundantly." He means he wants us to prosper financially, materially, in every possible way. The word prospering is for all of us to prosper. And then also he tells us that he has come to give us good health. And if we don't have good health, we don't have an abundant life. So spiritually, physically, financially, in every way, he wants us to prosper in life. But he tells us in 3 John chapter 2, "I wish you above all things that you prosper and live in good health, but there is a condition, and that condition is as your soul prospers." So the Bible tells us that my people perish because of the lack of knowledge. And we know that our soul is our mind, our will, our emotions. So if we don't have the knowledge, then we don't participate from this God kind of life, which is the abundant life that he has given us. We become non-participants. But God does not want us to be alienated from that God kind of life that he has for us. He wants us to understand his word. He wants us to begin to read and study and believe his word, and to meditate on it and see the results of what his word can do in our lives. So when we educate ourselves, when our soul prospers, then we find that we will live in good health and we will prosper in every other area of our lives. So when Jesus said, "I come to give you life and life more abundantly," we got to seek him out in his word, so that we can then learn and grow and become what God's called us to be. So my friends, I want to tell you sincerely and honestly, I've lived this life and I've seen the fruit of what Jesus Christ is saying. "I've come to give you life and this life more abundantly," and you too can have an abundant life if you believe the words of Jesus and get hold of this book and begin to meditate, read it, and dwell on it. You'll find that the results is amazing in God. Thank you, and I pray that you'll have a blessed day.